Hey, so if you're watching this, you're probably very good at what you do. Your clients know it, your results kind of speak for themselves. But let me ask you this. Is it the business that you actually pictured when you got into it? Because if your week looks anything like most of the people I work with, the experts, it's proposals, admin, delivery, meetings that go nowhere, never ending client calls. If you're seeing that, you've actually built a business that runs on your effort instead of your expertise. And you can probably feel that even if you've never said that out loud. Hilariously, it doesn't happen because you're actually bad at things. It happens because you did all the right things to start with. It's like this, right? You do good work, you get a reputation, so people refer you, and that's how you grow. But these kinds of referrals then just reinforce the work that you were already doing, which is hours, tasks, projects. And because everything valuable lives inside of you, in your head, in your conversations, nothing can really move without you. So you just become a busier version of yourself. But in the end, you're still the salesperson, the quality control, the final call and everything, the key decision maker. Somewhere along the way, we wake up to this and it starts to feel like a bit of a trap. If you've hired a team, you actually know that probably the more frustrating version of this, which is even if you've got good people doing good work, the clients still ask for you. It's not a hiring thing though, is it? It's when the magic lives in you and your head, your team can deliver on tasks, but only you can deliver that transformational stuff and ultimately where the real value lies. So everything important still routes back through you. You can work as hard as you like in that scenario, but I'd bet part of you already knows that that's not going to work your way out of the trap, is it? More hours just feeds that same machine. You'll make a bit more money, but you'll be busier all the time. Don't get me wrong, great problem to have. Most of what fills up your calendar is super useful work for your clients. It keeps clients out of trouble. It solves the problems they have. It pays the bills. But useful work is not the same as your best work. And that difference, useful versus best, is what I'm really talking about here because your best work that I'm talking about, it's the stuff when the lightning strikes and you can charge a premium for it. And it's impactful, right? You know exactly what I mean. It's like you're in a conversation, you drop the line and you watch the whole face drop and just like their world's been opened up. You felt it, they've felt it. It's probably the reason you actually got into business, right? The problem though is the lightning at the moment is kind of random and it only gets a sliver of your week because all that useful work, that busy work is squashing it down, smothering it. So the real question is, how do you stop waiting for that lightning to strike by accident? And how do you build it deliberately so that your business model promotes that? More importantly than ever, this is the problem to solve because the ground has kind of already shifted too. So for the longest time, the premium always went to the people who had the information, who could give advice. Information was scarce and not everyone had it. So expertise was basically just access to that. But that era's kind of gone, isn't it? Because AI can give you the info, it can write the code, it can write the steps, it can draft a document. All that stuff's kind of done. So that kind of mode of advice giving is commoditized now. And to play that game, you're going to have to play a commodity driven game. The era we've now actually entered is like the meaning age, where when you can do anything and get anything done quickly and get any information you need, the bigger question is like, what is actually meaningful and worthwhile and personally valuable to me, right? It's the stuff that machines can't offer at the moment. And it's judgment, it's perspective, it's discernment. It's the stuff that the client really trusts you for and where you tell them what will actually matter and why and how to do it. A lot of people get stuck on this and they think it's a bad thing, but it's actually a great thing for you because that's where the values always lived. It wasn't in the doing that was super valuable. It was in the enlightening and the path and the perspective changing stuff. The discernment, that's the super valuable part. That's what I help experts build around. I call that the value-led business model, which basically takes the way that you see the world, all that hard-won expertise and judgment, and it makes it super visible, structured, and repeatable, builds into products that clients can almost self-select themselves off the shelf. When we do that, your best work stops being an accident or reactive, and it becomes the actual core product the business is built around, and it's a product that your business can deliver well and impactfully whether you're in the room or not. What that actually looks like in terms of day-to-day shifts, firstly, it's moving your marketing from a place where it just yells and basically we start speaking and almost whispering. Everyone's always banging on about more content, more ads, more noise is that game. That advice doesn't sit right with a lot of people and so they sit off to the side, my people. That game's built for people who want to sell large volume commodity and they've got to shout louder and they're competing for attention. Instead of that, I advocate for a mode where we speak directly to the conversation that's already running in your ideal client's head. So the right people can recognize themselves before you've even started selling, right? Then when they come into a conversation around sales, it is a conversation because people arrive already understanding the value that you create. You're not convincing. You're just helping them decide. When we convert them, we then build the right structure. So it's shifting from sessions and sprawls to a clear delivery structure where your thinking becomes clear and we build coherent offers based around things clients can see and understand and say yes to without you recreating that every single time from scratch and custom and bespoke and proposals. That's how we bottle the lightning. When your judgment's built into the way you work, then your team can deliver to your standard without taking bulk instructions and you checking every single little detail, and clients stop insisting on you because the thing that they actually came in for is built into the business itself and it's not just trapped in your head anymore. Now, underneath all that is probably the most important piece, which no one slaps up on the website. It's believing that your value is worth that premium. So many brilliant people I work with have a massive problem with undercharging because the work that feels really easy to them, almost enjoyable, they feel a little bit guilty billing for, and they actually doubt whether or not people want to pay for that. Go figure. If that's you, and me previously, you know what I'm talking about. The key here is, and the trick is that like that ease is nothing to apologize for. It's just like the best sign that we've found the gift stuff and not the grind stuff. That's where we want to play in the gift. So picture it on the other side for a second, right? I'm talking about all these big theories, but day to day, week to week, I'm talking about a business that's properly profitable without getting heavier at every step. It's a calendar full of work with people that you like, that energizes you, and it's a kind of work you like doing. And it's a team that really carries the client work confidently when you're not there without everything bouncing back to you. And they're creating impact and they're empowered and they're enjoying it too. It's what happens when you build a business designed around your best work instead of just your busy work or useful work. Busyness, no thanks. Anyway, if any of that landed, here's where to start. I would love to have a conversation with you. 20, 30 minutes. We'll explore a little bit of what you do, how the model works at the moment. We'll look at where your best work is currently hiding or trapped in the business, whether or not a value-led business model is actually the right fit for you. Worst case, you'll walk away with some perspective change, bit of clarity. Best case, if it makes sense to work together, we'll talk about what that plan is going forward, what it sort of looks like, and how we can get that lightning to strike on command out of a bottle. Because in the end, like you probably didn't build this business to just do busy work, right? I love helping conscientious experts expand out and do the work that they actually got into business for. If that sounds appealing, I'd love you to grab some time on my calendar and I look forward to chatting.